Hello friends, merhaba arkadaşlar. In this lesson we are going to learn the compound nouns. This lesson is personally requested by one of my students, Fuat. If you also want a lesson about a specific subject, please write it on the comment section. Now, to make compound nouns, we need possessive adjective suffix for he, she, or it. And that suffix is I, U, or Ü, which alternates according to four-way vowel harmony. And in some cases, we are going to need buffer letter S. Let's see an example. Washing machine. This is a compound noun. Two nouns come together and make a compound noun. Let's write it in Turkish. Washing machine. Çamaşır makine. Actually, in Turkish, we don't say washing machine, we say laundry machine. And laundry is çamaşır in Turkish. But to write only the nouns is not enough to make a compound noun in Turkish. We need to add the suffix to the last noun. In this case, the suffix is I. Çamaşır makine I. But as you see, E and I are two vowels and they cannot be together according to Turkish grammar rules. So we need a buffer letter between them. S. Çamaşır makinesi. Another example. School bag. Let's write it. School is okul and bag is çanta. And we need to write the possessive adjective suffix to the last noun I. Okul, çanta, I. Again, there are two vowels, A and I, and they cannot be together, so we need to add the buffer letter S. School bag, okul, çantası. Next one, street lamp. Let's write it. Street is sokak and lamp is lamba. We are going to add the possessive adjective suffix to the last noun, sokak, lamba, I. A and I are two vowels. We need a buffer letter between them. So street lamp is sokak lambası. Another example, summer vacation. Let's write it. Summer yaz, vacation tatil. We add the suffix and it becomes yaz tatili. We don't need a buffer letter because we don't see two vowels together. And the last example is Hacettepe University. This is a private name. It can be Hacettepe University, it can be Ankara University, it can be Oxford University. In this case, again, we are writing the nouns Hacettepe University, Hacettepe Üniversite, and again, we are adding possessive adjective suffix and the buffer letter S. Hacettepe University, Hacettepe Üniversitesi. Okay, this is one way of making compound nouns, and there is another way of making compound nouns. In this way, we are going to see that these nouns has a possession relation. One of them owns the other one. One of them belongs to the other one. Because of that, we need another suffix, genitive suffix, to make these compound nouns. And the genitive suffix is in, un, or ün. Alternates according to four-way vowel harmony. Let's start with an example. Manager's car or the car of the manager. Both the same. Let's try to write it. Manager, müdür, car, araba. Now, we are going to write managers or of the manager. So we need the genitive suffix müdürün araba. But it's not enough. We need to add the possessive adjective suffix to the last noun, araba, I. A and I are two vowels, cannot be together. We need a buffer letter between them. Müdürün arabası. Managers, müdürün car, arabası. As you see, one noun owns the other one. Manager owns the car. One noun is belong to the other one. Car is belong to manager. Let's write another example. Ahmet's bicycle or the bicycle of Ahmet. Let's write it. Ahmet and bicycle is bisiklet. We are going to write Ahmet's or of Ahmet, which is Ahmet'in with the genitive suffix. But it's not enough. We need to add the possessive adjective suffix to the second noun, the last noun, bisikleti. We don't need a buffer letter because we don't see two vowels together. Let's see another example. The truck's engine. The engine of the truck. Let's write it. The truck is kamyon and engine is motor. We are going to say the trucks. So it is kamyonun and the last noun needs the possessive adjective suffix motoru. Again, we don't need a buffer letter because we don't see two vowels together. So the truck's engine or the engine of the truck is kamyonun motoru. One last example. My friend's father. Father of my friend. Let's write it. Friend is arkadaş. Father is baba. First, let's write my friend. Arkadaşım. Now we are going to say my friends. Arkadaşımın. Father, we need the possessive adjective suffix to the end of the second noun, the last noun. Arkadaşımın baba-ı. But as you see, there are two vowels, a and ı. We need a buffer letter between them. Arkadaşımın babası. My friend's father. Arkadaşımın babası. Now, let's make it a bit more complicated. As you see on the right, there is buffer letter S and buffer letter N. Let's see how we are going to use them. The manager's car's door. The door of the car of the manager. Now we have three nouns. This compound noun consists of three nouns. Let's try to write it. Manager, müdür. Car, araba. Door, kapı. First, let's write managers, müdürün. Now, müdür and araba are two nouns. Together, they are compound noun. And in this case, the second noun, the last noun, should take possessive adjective suffix. Müdürün araba-ı. I need a buffer letter because a and ı are vowels and they cannot be together. Müdürün arabası. This is the manager's car. Müdürün arabası. But it continues. The manager's cars. So I need another genitive here. In. When I add this genitive suffix, I see again there are two vowels. I and ı. So I need a buffer letter here. But this time the buffer letter is ne. The manager's cars, müdürün arabasının. All right, it continues. Door, kapı. Now again I need a possessive adjective suffix because the last noun is kapı noun, and I write the possessive adjective suffix. Again I see two vowels and I need to add the buffer letter S. The manager's, müdürün, car, arabası, cars, arabasının, door, kapısı. The manager's car's door. Müdürün arabasının kapısı. So, if there is a compound noun, we are going to use buffer letter S. If a suffix is going to be added to a compound noun, okay, we are going to need the buffer letter N. Let's see another example. The school's door's handle, or the handle of the door of the school. Let's try to write it. School is okul, door is kapı, and handle is kol in Turkish. Let's write the schools first. Okulun, genitive suffix, okay? Now we are going to write the school's door. Okulun, kapı, the second noun should take the possessive adjective suffix and the buffer letter between the vowels. So the school's door is okulun kapısı. But it didn't end. It says the school's doors. Another genitive suffix, which is in here. Again, I see two vowels, but I know if the compound noun with a suffix takes another suffix, then the buffer letter is N this time. All right. Then, okulun kapısının call. The school's door's handle. Now, the last noun is call and it needs possessive adjective suffix u. I don't need a buffer letter because there are not two vowels together. So the school's door's handle is okulun kapısının kolu. Now let's make some exercises. The capital city of Portugal is Lisbon. Let's try to write it. Portugal is Portekiz and capital city is başkent in Turkish. I want to say the capital city of Portugal or Portugal's capital city. So I need the genitive suffix Portekiz'in başkent. And the second noun, last noun, needs the possessive adjective suffix. So it is Portekiz'in başkenti. I don't need a buffer letter because I don't see two vowels together. It continues. Portekiz'in başkenti Lisbon. Lisbon is Lisbon in Turkish. So the capital city of Portugal is Lisbon. Portekiz'in başkenti Lisbon. Let's make another example. Elif's dress is very beautiful. Let's write it. Elif and dress is elbise. I want to say Elif's dress. So the genitive suffix Elif'in and the second noun or last noun is going to take the possessive adjective suffix e. I see two vowels together, e and e, which is not okay. I need a buffer letter between them. Elif'in elbisesi. Very beautiful, very, çok beautiful, güzel. Elif's dress is very beautiful. Elif'in elbisesi çok güzel. Another example. Desk lamp is so cheap. Let's write it. Desk, masa, lamp, lamba. I don't see any possession. Nothing is belong to the other one. So I don't need genitive suffix. I just need the possessive adjective suffix to the second noun, to the last noun, ı. Two vowels cannot be together. I need a buffer letter. Masa lambası, so cheap, so very cheap, ucuz. Desk lamp is so cheap. Masa lambası çok ucuz. Another example. Computer course is expensive. Let's write computer course. Computer is bilgisayar. Course is kurs. There is no possession here. As you see, there is no genitive suffix. So I'm just going to add the possessive adjective suffix to the second noun. I don't need a buffer letter because I don't see two vowels together. Expensive, pahalı. Computer course is expensive. Bilgisayar kursu pahalı. Let's write the last example. The remote of the television is lost. Or I could say the television's remote is lost. Now let's try to write it. Television is televizyon. Remote is kumanda. As you see, there is a possession here. The remote is belong to television. Because of that, there is of the television. I need to write this with the genitive suffix of the television, televizyonun. And the second noun is kumanda, and it needs to take the possessive adjective suffix ı. A and ı are two vowels, cannot be together, so we need a buffer letter between them. Televizyonun kumandası. The remote of the television is lost. How am I going to say lost? Kayıp. The remote of the television is lost. Televizyonun kumandası kayıp. All right, friends, if you have any questions about this lesson, please write them in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe and hope to see you in our following lesson. For now, goodbye. Hoşça kalın.